Throughout the 1980s, she shined brightly in the entertainment industry, but today she keeps a remarkably low profile. We're talking about Kate Bush, the ever-original singer-songwriter who broke records with her debut single, Wuthering Heights, in 1978. In this video, we'll delve into the life and career of Kate Bush, one of the most enigmatic and captivating artists of our time. Facts First UK presents, she was a huge star in the 80s, but today she hides from the public. The making of an unorthodox star. On July 30th, 1958, in Bexleyheath, Kent, England, Catherine Bush was born into a family of music and art enthusiasts. She was the youngest of 3 children born to Robert Bush, a physician and pianist, and Hannah Daly, an Irish folk dancer. Kate's brothers, John and Patty, were active in the local folk music community, and she grew up in a household that encouraged artistic expression. She began writing songs at age 11 and learned to play the piano and violin while also studying karate at Goldsmiths College. When she was 16, her talent caught the attention of David Gilmour, the guitarist from Pink Floyd, who assisted her in producing a professional demo tape. Terry Slater, an executive at EMI, was so impressed he offered Kate a contract. But Kate was first required to complete her education at a Catholic girls' school in London, resulting in a 2-year delay before her debut. She released her first single in 1978, Wuthering Heights, inspired by the novel of the same name. The song was an instant hit, remaining at the top of the UK singles chart for 4 weeks and making Kate the first female artist to achieve a UK #1 with a self-written song. Kate followed this up with her debut album, The Kick Inside, which included The Man with the Child in His Eyes, another top 10 hit. The album got critical acclaim, and Kate quickly became recognized as one of the most imaginative and unique artists of her generation. Throughout the 80s, she continued to produce innovative albums, including The Dreaming, which she produced independently. She explored a variety of musical styles, incorporating unconventional lyrics and literary themes, leading to popular songs such as Babushka, Running Up That Hill, Don't Give Up, a duet with Peter Gabriel, and Hounds of Love. She also experimented with film and video, directing and starring in a short film based on her album 1993, The Red Shoes, titled The Line, the Cross, and the Curve. Stage fright, industry pressures, and unreasonable demands. Kate's career has been marked by her determination to follow her creative instincts and experiment with different sounds, styles, and themes. But this has sometimes meant she's faced challenges and pressures from the music industry and the public. One of the biggest struggles she's encountered is conforming to commercial expectations. She's never been interested in making music that would appeal to the mainstream, and this has sometimes led to misunderstandings or dismissals from critics and audiences who expected her to fit into a certain mold or genre. When she released her 4th album, The Dreaming, in 1982, it was met with mixed reviews and poor sales. Many people found it too weird and inaccessible. She later said she had to fight hard to get the album made and resisted pressure from her label to make more radio-friendly songs. Another challenge she's faced is performing live. She's known for being a shy, reclusive, and elusive artist who rarely performs or makes public appearances. She's only done 1 full-scale tour in her career, which was physically and emotionally exhausting for her due to stage fright and anxiety. During the tour, she reportedly suffered immensely from singing and dancing for 2 hours every night while wearing a heavy headset microphone. This naturally made performing live very stressful for her. After the tour, she decided to focus on recording and producing her own albums and only performed occasionally for charity events and television specials. She's also admitted to struggling with stage fright and anxiety and has tried to overcome these challenges with vocal lessons, studying dance and mime, and using meditation and hypnosis. Hiatus, comeback, and Stranger Things. Despite her immense net worth, estimated at £60 million, her incredible body of work, spanning over 4 decades and 10 albums, and her success both critically and commercially, Kate has never been one who loved the spotlight, the glitz and the glamour of fame, or the riches. She's always preferred to keep a low profile, to avoid media attention and public scrutiny, and focus on her art and her family. She once said, quote, "I don't really think of myself as a personality or a celebrity. I'm just someone who does something that I love doing." She's also expressed her disdain for the pressure and expectations that come with fame, saying, "I think it's very unhealthy to be famous. It's destructive to your psyche. It's very hard to keep your feet on the ground." After Bush's 7th album in 1993, The Red Shoes, she took a 12-year hiatus. The break can be attributed to the birth of her first son in 1998, which was even kept a secret until 2 years later. She also had to cope with the death of her mother in '92 and her guitarist Alan Murphy in 1989. She said she felt burnt out and needed time to focus on her family and herself. She returned to the music scene in 2005 with a double album, Ariel, which was praised for its maturity and creativity. It featured songs inspired by her son, her love of nature, and fascination with mathematics and geometry. She also experimented with different genres and sounds, such as Renaissance music, reggae, and birdsong. The album reached number 3 in the UK and number 48 in the US. Bush surprised her fans again in 2014 when she announced her first live shows since 1979. The concert series, titled Before the Dawn, was held at the Hammersmith Apollo in London for 22 nights. The shows were a theatrical spectacle that features songs from her albums Hounds of Love, Ariel, and The Ninth Wave. She received standing ovations and rave reviews for her performances, which sold out within minutes. In 2022, she became viral as one of her songs, Running Up That Hill, was featured in several of the episodes of Stranger Things. Most fans appreciated the inclusion of Bush's music in Stranger Things, as it fit in well with the show's 1980s aesthetic and the theme of empowerment. Many expressed their admiration for Bush and her song on social media, and some even discovered her music for the first time through the show. Some fans also praised actress Sadie Sink's performance as Max and her intense connection to the song. Bush hasn't revealed whether she's a fan of Stranger Things or not, but she has expressed her surprise and gratitude for the renewed popularity of her music. Running Up That Hill, which was originally released in 1985 as part of her album Hounds of Love, became a hit again in 2022, reaching number 1 in the UK and number 3 in the US. It's also boosted the sales and streams of Bush's other songs and albums. In an interview with BBC Radio 6 Music, Bush said, "It's quite extraordinary, really. I'm grateful for the show for choosing the song and giving it a new lease on life." She said she was happy with the new generation of listeners discovering her work. As for how much she earned from being featured on the show, it's not clear, but some estimates say she could have made around £2 million from royalties and licensing fees. Bush remains elusive and as private as ever. She resides in a secluded farmhouse in Devon, where she lives with her husband, Danny McIntosh, and their son, Bertie. She also owns a home in London, but is rarely spotted there. She's known for rarely ever sitting down for interviews or making public appearances, and hasn't released any new music since 2016. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite Kate Bush song? Let us know in the comments section below.